Okay, friends, so what we're going to work on today is doing some coloring in our petals. Now, this is going to take us 2 days to finish because it's going to take us a really long time to do it. So I want you to pick 2 colors. So you're going to pick a darker, cool color and a warmer, lighter color. So I picked blue and yellow. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my yellow around the inside and I'm going to put my blue around the outside. And I'm going to show you what that looks like on one petal, and then we'll do the rest of the inside part. So what that looks like is, and I'm going to do it on this petal. I'm going to start on the inside, and I'm going to press down a little bit harder than normal. So I'm going to hold my crayon close to the end, because when you color with your crayon close to the end, you're going to get more even, harder pressure. Okay. Now the next layer, I'm going to make it much, much lighter. I move my hand back on my crayon and I press much lighter. And then I continue that until I get about halfway. It was a little bit more than halfway. So all I did was make it lighter. Then here I'm going to do another layer. So what you should see as I'm layering is you should see a darker yellow, a medium yellow, and a light yellow. You're going to see it a lot better with the blue instead of the yellow, but it makes a nice color change. So with the blue, again, I'm starting close to the end of my crayon, and I'm not going to make it a very wide blue. Oh, and remember, friends, make sure you have your scratch paper. You can reuse the scratch paper as many times as you need to, so that you can color right off the edge of your paper. Now I'm going to make a lighter blue, so you can see I slid my hand back, slid it back, and I'm not going to color so hard. I'm very soft with my coloring. Then I'm going to go super light, barely touching the paper. I'm just going to overlap yellow a little bit. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to blend a little bit in between. As you can see, I have a dark, medium, and light yellow. So all I'm doing is just very, very lightly crisscrossing in between the areas I want to be slightly darker, because I want to be able to see the color change. Now, I'm going to take my yellow again and just lightly blend the blue and yellow together in that light part. It looks really neat, and you'd think that this would be a much harder process than what it is, but it's really not. So what we're going to do for the rest of our petals is we're just going to work with yellow today. It might hurt our hands after a while, and that's why we're only going to do yellow today, and then we'll move on and we'll do the blue tomorrow. Okay, so I always turn my paper so that I work the best. So sometimes I have to turn my paper so that I can color better. And I'm trying to get the same even color all the way around and about the same height. So this one's a little bit shorter, so I'm going to just make that slightly longer. Now, like I said, your hands are going to get tired after doing the center part, because this is a dark, trying to make that yellow color look really, really dark. As you can see, I'm going around, I'm trying to keep it consistent. It doesn't have to be perfect, because if you know what flowers look like, then you know that they don't have, all of them don't have even color ranges, but they're pretty close. I'm trying not to have any white space in this area here. Okay. So I'm checking my work before I continue on. It all looks pretty even. It all looks pretty consistent. Okay. So now I'm going to do it again. Only I'm going to move my crayon back a little bit more. And I'm going to make about the same height of yellow tones, but I don't want to make it too dark. I want to be able to see it. I probably should have used orange because you would have been able to see that better. I lost I had a little marker there so I know to keep keep my coloring on camera here. As you can see, I'm moving around, trying to be consistent. It's not perfect, it's okay. Just do your best. And you're trying to keep your coloring under control. Okay. So this side looks a little bit shorter, but I think that's just because I blended it there. Okay. And then we're going to do one more layer. Remember, this is the super light layer, so I'm holding really far back and I'm pressing, just barely pressing my crayon. Barely pressing it on there. And we're going to put some more layers of the yellow on there too, so we're not really worried about it being super dark. We just want it to be there. Now, like I said, you can choose any of your warm colors and any of your cool colors to work together. I just chose yellow and blue because I wanted to try them out. And if you notice, where I blended yellow and blue, it turns green a little bit. It's because when you mix yellow and green together, or yellow and blue together, they make green. All right. Okay, friends, that is it for our flower for today. Like I said, this coloring part can really make your hand hurt. That's why I don't want you to do too much today. You can go through and lightly blend your warm color together. Just to even out your colors. Kind of like what we did on Peter and the Wolf with the white crayon. Now if you have a white crayon and you want to see what blending that in with this would look like, I might give it a try tomorrow. All right, friends, so that is what we're going to do today. We're going to stop because, like I said, coloring like this all the way around can really hurt our hands. So you did a great job. I'm sure you did. And I will see you next time. Bye, friends.